The biggest hype with the poorest results. Botcon 2012 MetalHawk today on Guerrilla Reviews. MetalHawk here is based off of the Thunderwing / Sky Shadow mold, and was going to be, this was anticipated to be the biggest surprise of a rather bizarre and, to many people, lackluster set. Mostly because they were actually going to do a human type face for the remold of the head. The problem was that the pictures that they had in no way, shape, or form represented the physical product. Now, normally we would be used to this, but the fact that there was such a massive differential between the two kind of, well, considering all the things that happened in the background before that this particular Botcon even began, it just ended up being one more unfortunate thing that occurred. Well, since this is a remold of Sky Shadow and Thunderwing, he does still have that little drone thing there. Interesting, but well, yeah, that's kind of what that is. And you still have the little launchers there, so you still have that going for you. So at least you still have a decent figure, regardless of what it looks like in robot mode, or I guess in this case human mode. Moving on to transformation itself, first we will detach these launchers. They will just get in the way, and well, they tend to fly rather haywire, so that could be very difficult, especially since this is a limited edition figure. Okay, then we'll fold up the landing gear here. Alright, then we'll take these parts of the wings, fold these out, and fold these in, then bring around, well, partially, wait a minute, that way. Yeah, you fold them that way, then you bring out this, and fold inward like that. It's still in all the figures, not much you can do about that. Okay. Next we will bring out what will be the hips and chest. Then we'll fold this out for the legs, fill it out a little bit more, get much better proportions. Okay. So now the arms are just kind of there. Not much you can do about that. This is basically based off of Pretender mode, so not much you can do about the whole thing. Then we'll fold out the feet like that. Now we'll bring down that for the head. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty, and there we have MetalHawk and robot. Well, human or something like robot mode, whichever is acceptable. Now, as we take a close look at the head itself, we do see that it is smaller than the other two heads that the models had previously. Also, you'll notice that the face itself looks a little funny. Yeah, that's kind of where people drew a lot of issue with this figure itself. On the plus side, at least the eyes of mine are at least pointing in the right direction, and at the very least the same direction. So that's something. As for articulation on the figure itself, the head does rotate. It's supposed to be on a ball joint, but due to the, well, shrunken size of it, it can't really do much. So here now, a ball joint for the shoulder. Let's see here now, bicep swivel. 90-degree on the elbow joint there, along with a wrist swivel. No waist joint, but that's to be expected given the transformation. Hips are on a ball joint along with a thigh swivel, a 90-degree knee bend, and well, the feet are on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of ankle tilt on them. So that's something. Now I will grant you that the 2012 set was a little bit, well, rather incredibly strange, and for a lot of people rather lackluster. But it doesn't necessarily represent the whole of the issue regarding the current state of the club, and especially the issues that are occurring at the time. For the full demonstration of that, you'd have to get the subscription set, at least the 2 figures and experience what a lot of people experience with those to really know what the problem was there. Those of you who have both the Overrun and Override figures from the club know what I'm talking about. A lot of you will probably have to look it up to really get what was going on there, if that excites or at least makes you curious. Well, that wraps up this Guerrilla review. I am Deceptwolf. This has been 2012 Botcon MetalHawk, and again, remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.